Hey guys, so Homebot right now is one of my favorite tools to send to clients, especially when it comes to internet-based things. It's simply built to help you better manage the wealth you have in your home. At the end of the day, 83% of people retire only having the equity they have in their home as kind of their retirement wealth. So helping improve whatever that number might be for you, or just helping you in the place you call home be in a better position, whatever that might be for you. So I wanted to run through the system with you so you know how to use it, you know what it's capable of, why it might be a good thing for you or not. So wanted to go through and show you how it works, kind of start to finish. So let's do Hugh Homeowner, and to keep it generic, 1, 2, 3 Main Street. So basically, I put your house in here. I can say, you know, it sold for $200,000, not $2 million. Let's go back, let's go to 15. But today, we've seen, if my numbers are accurate, somewhere around a 43% increase since then. Let's say today it's worth 330. Yeah, let's go with that. That sounds about right. And I'll put in today's date. And then if I know your loan information, I can put your loan information in here. If not, sometimes if it's able to, it will pull this from public data sources. I go in and I add what I think is the local expert is the appraised value, in my opinion. Obviously from afar, if I haven't been in your house lately or I've never been to your house, it's hard for me to say, so this is from afar. But you can also go in and put your loan information in there, and you'll see later why that's important. So once I do this, the system's supposed to send you, as a client or friend or family, a welcome email. I'm still in the process of putting some videos up, so if I don't have videos in that catalog yet, those are coming. Okay, so every month, the basic idea of this is that it's going to send you a monthly digest to kind of help you digest quickly and easily what it takes from a basic standpoint to understand the wealth you have in your home. So there's a lot of great tools in here, and as it says here, your home. You can add a house if you got lucky enough to have a second house. There's also some buyer features in here. So what this is really built around is what's the equity you have in your house and kind of where's that heading. So I put Hugh the homeowner in here as a test on 123 Main Street in Marysville. So if that's actually your house, I'm sorry. Just thought it was a generic one that wouldn't call anybody out specifically. So I said that this house was bought in 2015, and it's gone up 65% since then, which is a little high for the numbers, but those are just the numbers I guessed. So I'll go in and put what I think is my best guess based on local data information, which is much more important than the global. I just looked at one this morning for a house, and between 3 different sites, there was a $70,000 discrepancy between those. So my job is to come in with this and hopefully help narrow that down a little bit. And obviously, if I haven't been in your house ever or recently, it's hard to really get a good gauge on here. But at the end of the day, this is supposed to be a guide. As a real estate professional, my goal is to work with you, understand where you want to go with your housing needs and wants in the future, to be able to better help prepare you to get there. I have a lot of clients that will come to me last minute and say, hey, this is really what I need to be doing. Well, it's too late to really do much to prepare for putting you in the best position when it comes to selling your house and making a move and doing all those things. So until that becomes a burning need for you, hopefully this tool will just kind of help you kind of manage where you're at and understand the numbers behind your house. So anyway, on that note, you as the homeowner can go in here. You're supposed to be able to tune this. I just started this up, so I don't know if it has to update or something. But basically, you can go in and kind of shift this around. And again, I'm happy to help with this. But on the back end, I can go in and kind of adjust some of these things. And I've already gone in here and put some details in. So you as the homeowner, if you want to utilize Homebot, need to go in here and correct anything in here. Or again, if I've never been in your house, I'm not going to know some of these things. Bedroom count, bathroom count, square footage, any amenities or special features in there. And if there's other, you can notify me of what those are. So here's some information on how the estimates are developed. So with normal rates and fees, if you were to sell your house, the equity you have in there, you would be able to keep $295,000 if this was your house. So it helps kind of understand some of those things and say, here's what I have left on my loan. I think that's low for what I put in there. Oh, that's because I put $40,000 in as the loan. I thought that was for the down payment. Had it backwards, but anyway. There's a calculator in here, like a lot of places, to help you understand the numbers. So probably the best thing next to just knowing what your price is, it's how much is going towards principal versus how much is going towards interest. This is a number most people don't get, and this is really low for most people since I did it backwards. But a lot of times, whatever your loan is, times 0.5 is going to give you about what it's going to cost to borrow money over 30 years. So that's part of this for me, is helping people understand some of those things. And a lot of what goes into a mortgage is interest. And some people just don't have the perspective of what those things are. And so as a real estate professional, it's one of the numbers I want to put in front of you. So here's a cool one. Now, most people are probably going to be somewhere in this, at least I am, of how much extra could you pay in a month to save over the life of your loan, and how much time is it going to save you here. So already paid extra, you can add that in there and adjust these numbers to be more accurate. Learn more about this. Again, it's going to have a little more information on those things. And here's some information on the lender that's attached to this. So the other cool thing is, if you bought another home, how much could you afford? So purchasing a new home, keeping your house to rent it out, and buying another one, buying an investment property, selling and pocketing the cash. So more details with all of those as well. Again, which option is best for you? If you'd like to discuss one of these things, I'm here for that. And some more kind of creative things. How could you use that $296,000 if this was your house? Equity that you have in your house. So you could create an emergency fund, make home improvements, all of these things, obviously. And obviously a lender could help you with that. So normally this is an Airbnb module that if you wanted to rent your house out as an Airbnb, there'd be information here. But I think because we're out here in the boonies in Marysville, apparently they don't have enough data to do that. So this is also a great thing to share with anybody else that might want some information like this about their house. You can copy and send somebody the link, share it on Facebook, an email, whatever. And it will connect them with me, and I'd appreciate being connected with anybody out there that might need real estate services. And obviously it's got my information down here. Manage your preferences, unsubscribe if this is annoying for you. All right, so now we're going to talk about searching for a home through Homebot. So let's log in and look at this house. So the best thing here, you can put your specific details in. So monthly rent cost. So assuming that you're renting a house currently, so you're, let's say $1,100 a month, home cost. So obviously here it's got some helpful information. If you're buying a home, you may have more or less money to spend compared to renting. How much could you spend? This will be used to calculate your financial insights. So here's where we put in some for the future house. Let's say you're ready to go up to $2,000 a month. Let's say you're lucky and you've got $40,000 to put down, years in the house. Typically, the longer you stay in your home, the more your costs are spread out over time, obviously. So this is just kind of assessing how long you're going to be there, because if you're there for 3 years, it doesn't really make a whole lot of sense. Sometimes, rentable nights. So 10 years in the house, let's just go with that. Rentable nights if you want to do Airbnb. So we'll update that. So then it'll take us over here to the overview. So this is really cool. So you might pay this much. I'm bad at guessing numbers, apparently. A little bit over the budget, and I'm going to go through and do this again. Possibly lose $64,000 over, because it's more expensive. Man, I should dial some numbers in again. So anyway, as far as the numbers go, you can drag this scaling ruler over here, and it'll calculate different numbers. So here's the growth rate. Currently, it's probably more than that. So, you can kind of go in and change some of this. Airbnb, $930 a night for this house. Appreciation is 7%. So it's a fair buy. So the biggest thing with buying home or searching for homes through Homebot, it'll help you run through the numbers pretty quickly. It'll say if it's a fair buy up here over budget, if it's a good buy, if it's a bad buy. It'll help you better understand the information that you're seeking out. So in general, it's pretty much got the same information as any other home search website. It's got different connectivity. So if you don't know, Zillow, Realtor.com, all those things, all those websites, they sell your lead to real estate agents. Not like me that pay for the lead service. I don't. So just because you're looking at one house doesn't mean that's necessarily the agent associated with that house. With a tool like this, it's going to link you over here, our team or your team. It's going to link you to me and the lender that is associated with this account here, or sorry, with the loan officer linked to me. So you can save listings, save searches, explore markets, buying report, different things. So buying report's kind of like the home ownership guide. In my humble opinion, this is a great tool if you're looking to buy a house and want to better understand the finances behind it, or if you're just a homeowner that wants to better understand the equity they have in their house and manage the wealth they have for the long term when it comes to real estate. Let me know. Let me know if you have any questions. Have a great one.